Man on man to start the final quarter. Jack Watts has been loose at stages. He's picking up Angus Monfries, and they've got Fletcher at the moment manned up to Sylvia at full forward.
Can the D's win their first of the year, or is it going to be the Bombers with win number 9?
Well, they're getting their hands on the ball tonight a lot more than they have this year, Melbourne. They're winning the clearances. If they continue to do that, I think they can stretch the Bombers to the end tonight, BT.
Trengove lucky not to be penalised there for not knocking it out after initially dragging it in. Umpire McBurney throwing it up. Jamar knocked down. There's the activation of the sub. You can see Lonigan into play here for the Bombers.
It's going to be a one-on-one battle for the rest of this game now. Matchups all over the ground.
Knocked down here to Jones. To Trengove. Kicks it out into open territory. Collier turns around, a little kick. He was looking for the centre-half forward ball to watch and didn't get there in the end. Cut off, and now they're on their way here. Nicholson of Melbourne down towards Tapscott. Fletcher was there, banging into the signage, and a little sore as a result of this is Tapscott.
BT, as you can see there, Alwyn Davies, the man who's been subbed off the ground for Sam Lonigan.
Well, Tapscott comes back on, and that could have been nasty.
Absolutely. Ball in dispute at the moment. Howlett tackled by Trengove when he didn't have it. Look at the players' desperation in here. Trengove gave it to Jamar in the end and said, here, kick that forward if you can. Fletcher the knock away.
Let's have a look at this. Tapscott and Fletcher colliding, and he really rammed himself hard into the fence. Fortunately, okay.
So this is Melbourne's goal end in this final quarter. Mackenzie to Maloney around the corner. Carlisle.
Hold there.
Jakey Carlisle out of the Calder Cannons footy factory into the middle, finds Jetta. Jetta's got space and time. Kicks it in the path of Monfries. Hurley's going to arrive as well. Little squeezer through a tight little gap. Ryder keeps his feet. Spin out of the pack was magnificent from Paddy. Couldn't quite finish.
Yeah, he's got away with one there. Seller went to ground. Ryder kept his feet. And you do that in the game of footy and your opponent goes to the ground. When you one man down, and Ryder just couldn't quite make the most of it.
So just repeating that sub for the Bombers. Lonigan onto the ground. Alwyn Davey has been taken out of the game. So both subs activated now. Jamar. Mackenzie. Carlisle's able to grab possession, but Jones is going to run it down the middle. Got running support in Rivers. Rivers bangs it onto the boot now. Here's Green. The experience of Green against Pears. Did well to Trengove. Trengove's got the loose man. Can't quite get him on the full. Magna. And Fletcher did well.
Yeah, Cole Sylvia's definitely, playing that negating role on Fletcher, but Fletcher just continues to come up with the football and get involved. I just think he's got to just worry about his own game a little bit now and lead and present and make Fletcher defend on him.
Howe. Quick ball to Jones on the left boot. Got it high. Hasn't quite got the journey underneath it. It's Sylvia. Gee, I thought he almost had that Sylvia on the chest when others had misjudged it around him. He barges out of the ball. How did he get that? Sylvia around the corner over the shoulder. Magnificent Colin Sylvia.
On cue, Richo. That's what you asked him to do. Don't worry so much about what Fletcher's doing. See if you can cause some headaches the other way, and he's capable of doing it. Stood up at the right moment.
Yeah, he competed well in the air. He took Fletcher back to the goal square, made a contest in the air, but got after the footy at ground level, and we know what a good player he can be. He finished off nicely. Here's Cole Sylvia. He attacked the ball in the air, then got back after it at ground level and just used his bullocking strength to get out of it. And he is a good finisher. He's been a quality player. He's shown the ability to kick 5 goals in a game in the past.
Have a look at that Grimes clearance out of the middle. Kick up there towards Garland. Defender gone forward tonight. Done a good job. Kick around the corner. One-on-one. Couldn't get it done Clark. Well done, Jake Carlisle. And now Zaharakis. The runners on for the Bombers. The response here. Stanton. One bounce, thought about the second, went with a high ball to Ryder. Ryder in front of Sella, did well, knocked down, went and got it there, Nicholson. Really good play to Sella. Sella brings it up towards Maloney. To think Luke Darcy completely dismissed the chances of Melbourne early in this game, Darcy. Look at this, the Demons surge forward again. At the back, Clark, off hands.
Ridiculous from you, Brian, but Dan Boy DM Wires has tweeted through. He wants Lingy and Richo to get off the fence. He's enjoying the final quarter. Come on, boys, declare it. Who is going to win the game from here? Richo.
I think Essendon will still win. In a close one, I think the D's will push them all the way tonight.
What about you, Lingy?
I'm Essendon all the way. I think they'll get the job done, but Melbourne are playing terrific footy at the moment. Interesting thing at three-quarter time, boys, as Melbourne get themselves out of trouble here, was Mark Neal pulled the entire leadership group aside and spoke to them, asked for a really special effort at the start of this last quarter, which they're giving, to see if they can sustain it.
Das, have we got you to change your mind?
I haven't changed my mind. Melbourne will cause the upset of the year and win the game from here.
Oh,
I said it early.
They're no hope
going to win
early
it.
on. Unbelievable change of colours. Here goes Maloney. Fletcher's back there. Got the punch away. Sylvia rammed in the tackle from Stanton. Clark with a handball. An opportunity. Dunn gives it off to Magna. The boy from Eastlink. He built the whole thing and he missed the goal.
They are coming, though.
James Hurd says, what is going on?
Colin Sylvia's got himself involved inside 50.
This is what happens, Das. As I told you earlier, scoreboard pressure can do funny things to good sides.
Absolutely, and that's what's happening right at the moment. Start to just make mistakes you wouldn't normally do. Not there from Dusty Fletcher, cool under pressure.
Lee Matthews has always said that scoreboard pressure can change the outcome of games. Free kick will go the way of Grimes, I think it is here.
So what they've done well is restricted that half-back run. We saw Stanton have to second-guess himself in a turnover. They'll go inside 50 again here.
He does. Clark lines himself up for the sit at the back. Carlisle with the punch away. Covering off as Morton. Over the line, but they get another look inside their forward 50. They are just 1 point down.
And they've got a good structure set up behind the football here. The D's, they need to just score. They've had it locked in for a while.
Mackenzie, they lost Blees earlier in the game, if you've just joined us. There is Nicholson.
He had a man on the fat side, needs to kick this now.
That was Garland on the fat side. Nicholson comes in and drills the long ball, Richo! He knew what he was doing, was it touched?
Well, they're calling for a replay. Mitch Clark and the Demons in the goal square. The umpire, no hesitation.
No, certainly. Boy, oh boy!
Oh,
that's what it's there for.
They didn't go to the replay.
Well,
I've seen them go to the replay for a lot less than that.
Zaharakis, the response. Here's Collier, gets it into Hurley. Hurley, one hand, says I can do it. Picks it up off the deck. We'll need a left foot snapper around the body. Couldn't get it done. Boy, oh boy.
Well, how about the controversy at the other end? Let's have a look at the replay.
I reckon that's a goal.
That angle looks as clear as we've seen.
Well, you can't see the actual contact.
Well, regardless, it should have been worth a look, and a second and a third. That's a consultation.
That shot we had from above, it looked like it had nearly got over Das, I reckon.
Darcy, you mentioned that they have taken a look this year at a lot less than that. Do you reckon they've been instructed to stop taking a look? Back their judgment?
He was just sure of himself, wasn't he, the goal umpire? No hesitation, I suppose. If he's right, let's be honest, he's a metre away from it, but you'd like the surety of a second look on that one.
Lingy with a conspiracy theory. I like it, Lingy.
He's just starting to warm to this media.
He's just starting to drill a couple, and there's the sling tackle there. And Dunn advances it forward. Green flies. Fletcher did well again. And let's just have another look. Top view here. Gee, from that angle, I won't absolutely say the whole ball is over conclusively.
It's not conclusive, but, gee, I reckon it was at least worth a look.
The question is, would the review system have been able to clear that decision?
Probably not.
So, in the end...
Probably a good decision then.
Yep. Go with the goal umpire, I guess, but boy,
what a good story, you both.
Here's Lonergan. Watts is in and under. Quick handball from Tom McDonald. Collier gets on the end of it. I tell you what, I'm just starting to sense a little bit here from the Bombers as well. The urgency has all of a sudden come up a notch or two in this game. Monfrey's back to Zaharakis, has to bust this tackle. Tom McDonald, you star!
Well, that's the sort of thing that wins you games of footy against the odds. Chase, hard run, Richo. That was a brilliant effort.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and they have doubled the Bombers' possession this quarter, Dust, 50 to 25. Something they haven't been able to do all year.
Nicholson again, he's right in the thick of things here at the moment for the Demons. Short ball, here's Tapscott, getting all the possession, as Richo said. Comes in there, couldn't mark it, Morton. Little kick out the side door. Maloney gobbled it up, said, what do I do now? Great smother by Hocking. And a free kick to Hocking. He play on, he took him on, you heard the umpire. Tapscott rams it home. Here comes over the top Garland. James Hird says, boy, what can I do about this? Garland to put the Demons in front.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is a good coaching move tonight by Mark Neild. He's thrown Colin Garland forward, been known, Dust, as a defender his whole career. He's been good. He's given them a target. Hasn't kicked a goal, but 16 possessions, 9 marks is a good night up forward.
Hasn't kicked a goal for the year. 30 metres out, directly in front. Look at this. Melbourne are in front. Successive goals from the Demons by 3. And the fans have found voice.
They're hyperventilating, the Melbourne fans. Have a look at them. Great perseverance. Mark Neild approaches the bench. Game right on here. And Colin Garland, the defender, turned forward, kicks his first of the night. Look at the celebration. How about the energy suddenly around the Melbourne Footy Club? Fans that have been persevering Melbourne supporters, they are out of their seats.
Das, how dare you give them no chance at the start of this game? They've kicked 3 in a row. Boy, excuse me, how? On to Joel McDonald around the corner. Love it, Murray. Off hands, Morton went without it. Stanton now. Clearing kick, Monfries is under it. He's got to beat a couple. They spoil each other in the end. I think it might have been Rivers along with Watts. Watson, beautiful handball. An opportunity back inside here to Collier. Collier gives it back. Crameri didn't take possession. Intelligent play. Here comes Hurley. He ran past it. Hurley ran past the ball. Crameri's kick was smothered. And Melbourne are all over the Bombers.
That was a great, there was about 3 or 4 brilliant defensive efforts there, and Jack Watts has got to settle it now. Just calm it down for a second. Joe Watson's hands at ground level there before were unbelievable, though. Set his team away, they couldn't finish it off.
Well, they'll disappoint Jack Watts. He just... They have to do the basic things right there. Pop that one out of bounds on the forward. Now they've got to get back in numbers and defend with their lives here.
This will define the Bombers a little bit here, whether they've got the poise. We know they're a good side. Are they a good side with the heat? We're about to find out here now in this game.
Oh, that's great play from Jared Rivers there. The body work was sensational. Again, just under pressure.
Just need, they've got no numbers behind the ball. Just need to push back defensively the midfielders here and help out.
Monfries, a lot of space on the fat side of the ground. Couldn't get it over the top, though. Crameri fight there, couldn't hold the mark. Clever tap onto Green. Green to the runner, Jones. Here go Melbourne again. They've gone wide. J-Mar's just come off the bench. Really needed to mark that. Dempsey runs away. He can go all the way to 50 from here. Took a bounce. 55 out. Jack Watts will save the day. He's dropped the mark, but recovers. Gentleman Jack. Kicked the last 3 of the game, the Demons, to lead it by 5. The Bombers have got 10 minutes to find something.
They need to get their hands on the footy, the Bombers. They're just being totally outplayed this quarter. Melbourne are controlling possession, 68 to 37.
Doubling their possession.
Can't get their hands on it. It's something, as I said before, they haven't been able to do. They're running now.
Green to Morton. Morton will mark uncontested. Rightly brings it back now. They've got Mitch Clark long in the square. He's caught behind at the moment. Ball knocked to the boundary.
Right play from Morton, great build-up. They had the overlap run go, but the execution from Morton was the wrong one. He was going back mid-clap with the flight. He had to get some air in the ball and give the big forward an opportunity. They have it inside their 50. They've got to put some pressure on, keep it in and force a score.
Collectively, the most amount of goals we've had in a quarter is 4 in this game. There's 2 kicked already. You wouldn't think there's more than 2 more goals in the entire game. Which way they go, we're about to find out. Zaharakis, Hurley, the fight there over the back. Belchambers couldn't get down enough. Tom McDonald again.
They're fumbling the Bombers, BT. That was another one at ground level that should have been picked up.
Joel McDonald didn't go wide enough with the kick then. He tried to find the target rather than put it between the target and the boundary. Watson with great poise. Got it to Zaharakis. He's kicked some memorable goals from this position, but not this time.
And Jeddah is not happy at all there, boys. Wide open inside 50, about 20 out, and he's giving it to Zaharakis.
Yeah, well spotted, Lingy. He torched him. He just had him, Zaharakis. Had the blinkers on. Just the basic things for Essendon, missing opportunities they should take.
Almost 43,000 people here tonight have witnessed an absolute scrap. Make no mistake, the Demons have been superb tonight. Look at the hands from Clark. They go forward again. Fletcher's the last man standing at that end of the ground.
It's just going to be the team at the most precious situation here that shows the most poise. It always isn't a tight one. It'll be the player who can do something special in a tight situation will win the game.
Live and interactive, Nathan Moore with a tweet. Can it happen? Can Melbourne pull off the upset? I hope so, says a Melbourne supporter. They go into the goal square. Marked by Garland. Goal! They lead it by 11.
Well, if you judge body language on effort and performance, have a look at the way this group, as James Hurt sucks in some water and decides that he needs to do something about it. There's some notable onlookers. Mark Neal, one of them.
He's come down to the boundary now. Wants to get involved and talk to his players. He's sensing his first win, and if ever a man deserves a win, it is Mark Neal. He's copped a lot. This kick here from Jones, he did that deliberately. Saw Garland in the square, kicked it on the outside of his boot, and Colin Garland, he's been a real handful up forward tonight for a guy who's defended most of his career.
Jones out of the middle. And Melbourne up and about. They lead it by 11 points. The Bombers are going to have to kick 2 goals to beat them. Dyson back to Hocking. Inside to Jeddah. Jeddah to Lonigan. Horrible kick from Lonigan. Can Cranberry pick it up? No, he can't. Hurley can. Looks for an oncoming runner. Lonigan, great smother there in the end by McKenzie, I think it might have been. Joel McDonald went in. Harder than him, though, was Lonigan. Stanton near the boundary line, keeps it alive, gives the Bombers a chance. Rivers, what does he do? Found the space to McKenzie. Now it's Melbourne under pressure. Tightening the screws here, the Bombers. And just want you to have a look at this replay. Zaharakis a moment ago, boys. Just as we may not get a chance here in the field of play. Loop it back in now, and Belchambers does the work. Done. Ground level, Dyson all over it. Lonigan trying to extract the ball. Clever tap, Stanton got it on the Jeddah, right on the boundary. Disciplined kick to the top. Cranberry, was he held? No. Rivers goes to ground. Cranberry to Watson. Watson with a little poker. He's got it. The Bombers are back.
He's a ripper, that man. The Essendon skipper. He's racked up 31 disposals, his second goal. Kicked one when he had no right to there. Look at the effort, look at the exhaustion. One of the best handful of players in the competition. The captain found something when his team most needed it.
It's absolutely spent there too, Joe Watson. This is what we're talking about before, just the poise and the quality in a tight situation. And it's that man there, Joe Watson, the skipper. It's the ball. He didn't have much time to put it on his boot from a tight angle, kicks the goal, and that's what the match winners do. It's what the A-grade players do, produce when it's most required.
Melbourne by 5 points with 7 minutes remaining. Watson with the goal to get the Bombers back in this one here. Centre half forward for the Demons.
Thrown Joe Watson to full forward now. Jack Watts picking him up.
Howe, right in front of the MCC members. On his non-preferred side, advanced it down the boundary line. Love it, Murray. Disciplined. Howlett and Collier there. Magna, look at the hard heads over this. The attack on the ball, it's almost going to be impossible to stop the Demons' aggressive nature now. It's just the Bombers have got to find a way through in a cool, calm, methodical way.
Really like that move, Joe Watson. Richo pointed out now in full forward. Such a good one-on-one player. He's going to cause a lot of nervous tension for Jack Watts if he has to play on him at fullback.
He's 190 centimetres, Darson. Has played a lot of footy forward as a junior, and he's a big man.
Green went to ground. Dyson now gathers the ball. You get the feeling the Bombers really applying the screws here at the moment. Trengove dropped the sitter. 5 points in the game. Over the top, mark taken by Magna. Handball off to Green. Green's got it in a perfect position for Maloney, and Dempsey go at it. Lucky not to give away the free. Great pick up, Hardingham. He was stripped. Sylvia ran into the oncoming pairs and was thrown on his back. Dempsey now to Carlisle.
A lot of supporters, neutral ones, getting involved in this one. Live and interactive. Tim Bone says, go Melbourne. Not even a Demon supporter. I just think this is awesome footy. Great Saturday night game we've got here.
Oh, absolutely, Richo.
Great effort by Dempsey on Maloney. I thought Maloney had the run of that going back inside 50. Dempsey brought the ball to ground, saved a goal.
Well, we're going to have a ball up here. Mark Neal must be feeling the nerves at this stage, and he's on his feet. James Hird, on the other hand, is just in no man's land. What can he do? Not much from this stage. It's up to the players. Zaharakis had the handcuffs on before. Kick inside 50 this time. Watson and Watts go at it. Watts been really good in this game. Once again, Watson kept his feet. Did he throw it?
Richo, they played that really well as they get it moving quickly. We both were pointing forward line. They've created so much space. Watson had the whole 50 on Watts, and Watts stood up pretty well.
He did. That was a great test for a young player on an absolute champion, Watson.
Tapscott takes a lovely mark. They're not going into their shells at all with 4.5. Tapscott launches a long ball. It's one-on-one with Garland. He's kicked 2 in the last quarter.
Oh, no.
And it'll go against him.
I reckon the umpire was in two minds right until the last second, Richo. He decided to call the sling. I think he was going, oh, I might pay a mark, I might go the other way.
There's one that was paid to Buddy Franklin today in Launceston. There was a lot more slinging than that in the contested mark, and you just want consistency with those rules.
Well, the pressure from the Demons has forced a turnover. Here's the skipper, Trengove. A careful bounce of the ball on the right hand. Now a centering ball up. They go, no winner in the air. Fletcher, magnificent. Zaharakis. Jamar. Handball over the top from Salah. High ball. Melbourne a chance again. Dunn crashes into the pack. No win. Here is Mitch Clark. Advances. Gathered by Howe. Goes for a second crack. Gives it to Grimes. The co-captain from the boundary line. High ball. Gee, Belchambers would want to move his feet a little.
Well, Grimes has nearly kicked a miracle goal there, BT, but I hate to be too critical. That one had to come into the centre and play the percentage. It wasn't the time to do that. He could have gone back on his right foot and created some more pressure.
If you're sitting at home and you're a Melbourne fan, stand up, because you're going to need to, just to hang on here. Salah. The Bombers have been brilliant all year, lost one game by a point, and here is the team that has looked hopeless for most of the year in a position to win.
I hate to say it, but I tipped this. Richo and Lingy said it was Bombers all the way in the final quarter. This will be the upset of the year. Look at Mark Neal on his feet.
You did tip it, but you didn't hate to say it, Dash. You actually love saying that.
And you tipped it the other way. Gave the Bombers every chance. Gave Melbourne no chance at all. And look at this. 4-point margin. Down under 3 minutes now. Kick to Tapscott. Dempsey at the back, got time. Little bit of a fumble. Here comes Tapscott. He's a hard nut. Now Sylvia. Fossick's the ball out. gave the handball to Garland. He turns around. He's turned his man inside out. And he's hit the post.
Colin Garland is playing like Royce Hart at the moment.
Tell you what, one more behind from the Demons will ensure no worse than a draw, I'd think.
I'd say so. BT, this is a big kick out. They have to stop Fletcher. He's going to go down the middle. Bell Chambers is calling for it.
2:26. The Bomber runner has just gone out. Players will be aware of the time. Maloney bangs it back inside 50. Here's Garland again. Where has this man come from?
Well, he deserves credit. Mark Neild, he moved Colin Garland forward, and he has been a match winner in this last quarter, lining up for his third.
See him then saying to Green, he wanted to go on Green, and he's just saying, settle, just calm down. We've got this under control.
A bit of Wayne Carey about Colin Garland at the moment. It's been sensational. James Hird composed but burning on the inside.
This to make it incredibly hard for the Bombers. Garland for his third consecutive goal has missed, but there is the valuable point. A goal up Melbourne. I don't think they can lose it from here.
They have to force a turnover here.
Melksham.
It's one-on-ones everywhere.
A minute 34. Not well off the boot there from Melksham. Lovett Murray. Crammery slipped over. Jones applies the tackle. The Bombers still need to remain composed. There's time to even it up on the scoreboard. Neild with instructions at ground level.
Mark Neild trying to push numbers back behind the ball. He wants numbers at the back of this contest so Essendon can't open it up straight from the stoppage.
Joe now with the ruck work, the knockdown of Zaharakis to space now. In the end, good effort by Sella.
That was a big one-on-one win from Sella. That went out the back and he was very nervous. Jetta was lurking, and James Sella, replacement late for Frawley, done a very good job.
Can't lose here now, Melbourne, I reckon, with under a minute to play in the game. They lead it by 6 points. Ball in dispute in neutral territory on the wing. And the Bombers are going to have to be clean from here. Wow-wee. What an upset brewing. The bottom against the top. Stanton. The in-form against the out-of-form. Pears, upended. Sylvia in their banging bodies. The man that built Eastlink, Magna, advances it forward. Tap Scott.
Well, no, this is a terrific win.
James Hird's had enough. He's exited the box. They've got to flick one out the back, the Bombers. They'll know that. Mark Neild puts his hand up and says, hang on, let's just defend this last one.
Have not won a game since round 23 last year against Gold Coast, the Melbourne Footy Club.
Just need... it's probably too hard for the Bombers to get it from coast to coast now, but try and force it behind here.
Melbourne are going to win, Richo.
Melbourne, they're going to win.
Melbourne. Right after Jones, take a bow. Melbourne Football Club tonight. You have fought like no other. This man here, full of emotion. Wonder what's going through his mind right now. He says, thank goodness.
Look at the Bombers.
His first win as a senior coach. Mark Neild is going to love this siren. He throws the headset down. The siren hasn't quite gone yet, but he's celebrating unbelievable scenes. Neild, players, fans, going absolutely chaotic here. Melbourne have won their first game of the season by a goal. The Demons have won. Cameron Ling is down there with Jack Watts. Take it away, Ling.
Jack, wow, that must be an amazing relief. What a feeling.
Oh, what a feeling. Bloody hell, we've worked so hard over pre-season. We've had a rough couple of weeks to start off with, but you know, the hard work's going to pay off, so we just got to stick at it.
It was just a hard scrap that everybody kept fighting right to the end. That must give you guys a really great feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. That contested ball, winning those clearances out of the middle is huge these days, and the boys in the middle were fantastic. I mean, rushing in the ruck and Beamer and those guys getting the ball forward. We were just at them all day. So, great win.
And a pretty special feeling for the coach, Mark Neal, his first win as an AFL coach.
Geez, you feel for him, don't you? And he's done it tough, but what a great feeling, and he deserves every bit of it. He's so good with the boys, and just stoked to be able to get this win for him, and now looking forward, get a couple more.
Well done, Jack. Great work.
Thanks, Lingy. Thanks.
Jack Watts with Cameron Ling there. And the fans are ecstatic here. 42,987 to see Melbourne with their first win of the year.
It's what we love about our game, BT, is that the miracle can happen. The bottom side who's been down and out, hasn't been able to get the job done, can come up against a team that is in red-hot form and pull off a miracle. Let's get back down to Ling. I think he's got one of the co-captains with him.
I've got Jack Grimes here, mate. As a captain, you must be very proud of the boys' effort there.
Oh, yeah, we really fought it out towards the end. It was a contested footy, a bit slippery. We really just wanted the four-quarter effort from the boys, and we delivered. It's a great feeling.
And against a quality side too. Essendon have been on fire all year. It must be a great feeling to beat the Bombers. Good quality team.
Oh, definitely. We knew they wanted to play that really quick brand of footy, and we sort of wanted to keep it in close and play that contested game. So we feel like we did that, and great to get a win.
You mentioned that it was Mark Neal's first win as an AFL coach, but also yours and Jack Tringove's first win in the AFL as captains. That's a pretty special feeling.
It is pretty special. Bit of a sigh of relief, I think, for Neil. He's been through a lot, so it's a good feeling, but we still know we've got a long way to go as well. So we'll celebrate this, but we've got a lot of work to do still.
Right on, mate. Go and enjoy yourself.
That's all.
Look at the Melbourne fans hanging over the perimeter piping. They are in love with their outfit and what they've achieved tonight. 7 lead changes in the game. Scores were level on 3 occasions, and they've won by a goal.
Great celebration. Fantastic scenes for the loyal supporters that have turned out tonight. No real expectation from anyone that this was going to happen, and they've been able to come in, persevere. Their coach Mark Neal has faced a set of circumstances that are almost unique for a first-up coach. The game is great. You're never, ever as bad as it seems, and you're never as good as it seems as well. The Bombers, they go away from this with a little bit of a reassessment at the halfway mark of the year, and we love this about AFL football. Melbourne supporters, congratulations to you.